Hi, I'm Dave Greenwood. I'm the Chief Executive of the High Value Manufacturing Catapult at WMG here at the University of Warwick. I've always been interested in engineering from a very young age. At the weekends, I used to work in garages helping to fix people's cars. And that gave me some real hands-on experience and understanding of what engineering systems are and how they look. From there, I went to university, and after that was very lucky to take a job at Ricardo, where I spent the first half of my career. And from the very beginning of my time at Ricardo, they put a great deal of trust in me. My very first project there was to design a diesel engine so small it would fit in the palm of your hand. It was a fantastic project because nobody had done anything like that before. And as a young engineer, nobody had told me what would work and what wouldn't work, and I had a lot of freedom to find solutions. Around the end of 2010, I started working with the UK government on automotive investment policy. And that was done through an exercise called the National Automotive Innovation and Growth Team. And me and my team at Ricardo wrote the technology roadmaps and some of the investment plans that went into that. And I was delighted to see that they were subsequently adopted and used for the best part of a decade to guide the investments into the automotive industry. Around 2014, I was contacted by WMG to ask if I was interested in moving into an environment which was half academic and half industrial in order to take some of those things that we'd written in the strategy and turn them into real-world industrialization. Shortly after that, I started working with the Automotive Council and with a whole bunch of automotive companies to help define the interventions that needed to happen in the UK for us to be able to generate a battery industry. The strategy that we wrote as that later became known as the Faraday Battery Challenge, and it was a joined-up investment in early academic work, in innovation, industrialization, and then finally in industrial investment. And that program was launched by UK government in 2017 as the Faraday Battery Challenge. I've continued to work in that from that period of time. I'm delighted to say that where we stand today, we've achieved some of the aims of that programme in having 2 gigafactories announced for the UK and several more on the way. And here at WMG, my team and I are working on the technologies that will power the next generation of batteries and the next generation of gigafactories. But working on technologies alone isn't enough. We also need to think about where all the people are going to come from to staff these facilities. So here at WMG, the other thing I'm working on right now is trying to get a national agenda for skills so that we can train up not just the scientists and engineers that we need for the development of batteries, but also the workforces that will be in the factories, delivering digitalized and highly automated manufacturing processes on the shop floor. It's been a real honour to be invited to be a Fellow of the Royal Academy of Engineers, and I'm really looking forward to working with the other fellows and the organisation to promote engineering and advanced manufacturing in the UK.